Chapter 7, Lesson 2, Congruence. Nice, easy section here, you guys. I think we're going to be writing what they call congruency statements. So let's take a look at the image they give us here. We'll go over a couple of things, and then the assignment's going to be pretty easy here. So what's going on here is we've got corresponding parts of congruent figures. That means same size and same shape, just kind of twisted around with some sort of transformation. See how this one here has one little tick mark here, and this one has one tick mark over there? That means those sides are congruent. Okay, if this over here is 20 inches, then this over here is 20 inches. Okay, this one here has two tick marks, so that means this one over here has two tick marks. That means those two sides are congruent. All right, same thing with 1, 2, 3 here and 1, 2, 3 there. Now what we would do is, since this one is going from A to C, we could say that from A to C is congruent, and congruent is just the equal sign with like a little squiggly equal sign above it. You guys can see that down there. Okay, A to C has 3 tick marks, so that would be congruent to one side over here. Okay, and we would want to say D to F. Whoops, there we go. Okay, now one thing that I want you guys to be careful of is that if you start with the 1 tick mark and move down to 2 tick marks down here, that means you went from the 1, which was A, and you went to the C, which is 2 tick marks. And that means when you go do the other side over here, you have to start with this 1 tick mark here. Even though D to F is the same as F to D, you would have to start with the D because this is 1 tick mark and you started with the 1 tick mark over there. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense with you guys. Let's see if there's anything else I need to cover there. Same thing with the angles, you guys. We could say that angle C, and this is the symbol for angle, we would say angle C is congruent. Now let's go ahead and find the other one that has 1 tick mark, and angle F. Whoops, that's actually got 2, right? It's 2 tick marks, and then this one is 2 tick marks. Okay, so angle C would be congruent to angle F. Obviously, this is a right angle, 90 degrees, and this over here is a right angle, which is 90 degrees. So we would say angle B is congruent to angle E. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of problems here. I can't imagine them being very difficult. All right, the triangle below. The triangles below are congruent and their corresponding parts are marked. Name the corresponding, let's see, do I have a pen tool? I don't have a pen tool. No, I got a pen tool. Okay, name all the corresponding congruent angles and sides, then complete the triangle congruence statement. All right, so let's see. They're starting off with angle A right here, you guys. So let's go ahead and figure out what angle A is congruent to. Now, angle A has 2 tick marks. So we're going to come over here. We're going to find 2 tick marks here. So angle A is congruent to angle Z. All right. Let's see. Angle B. Angle B has 1 tick mark, and angle X has 1 tick mark. So angle B is congruent to angle X. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for angle C. Angle C has 1, 2, 3 tick marks, so it would be congruent to angle Y. Alrighty, here, let's go ahead and look at the sides. So side AB, so they're going from 2 tick marks to 1 tick mark. Alright, so that side AB is right there. So we're looking for the 3 because there's 3 tick marks on this right there. Let me clean that up a little bit. There's 3 tick marks there, but we started with 2 and we went to 1. So we're going to find the 3 tick marks here, and we're going to start with the 2 and we're going to go to the 1. So AB is congruent to ZX. So we're going to say ZX. All right, let's go ahead and look at AC. Now AC has 1 tick mark, and this has 1 tick mark. AC, we started with 2, and we went to 3. So over here, we're going to start with 2, and we're going to go to 3. So that means we're going to go from Z to Y. So that would be Z to Y. And finally, B to C is the 2 tick marks. So we're going to identify 2 tick marks over here, and we're going to go from 1 to 3. So over here, I'm going to go from 1 to 3, and that is going to be from X to Y. So X to Y. Okay, down below here, you guys, they are asking me triangle. That's what that means. Triangle CBA. That means they're starting with the C, they're going to the B, and then they're going to the A. So that's our triangle. We need to identify what they're starting with. They're starting with the 3, and then 1, and then 2. So we're going to go 3, and then 1, and then 2. So this one is 3, this has 1, this one has 2, so that's the order we're going to go to from Y to X to Z. So Y to X to Z. All right, super easy. I'm not too sure if there's another one, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on down and double check. So we do have one more here, you guys. And Miley is using a brace to support a tabletop. All right, I got the pen tool selected. That's where we're at. In the figure, triangle BCE. So remember, they're starting with the B, and then they're going to the C, and they're ending up with the E. That is congruent to, I'm going to change the color here. And that is congruent to DFG. So D would be 1, F would be 2, and G would be 3. All right. Now, if angle CEB is 50 degrees, all right, so which one is 50 degrees? They're saying CEB. So something on this side is 50 degrees. And hopefully you guys recall that the letter, the angle that they're referring to is the middle one. So angle CEB is the same as just calling this angle E. If you wanted to, actually we're not going to get there, but it's the same thing as calling this angle E. So angle E has the 3 dots, 1, 2, 3, and which one over here has the 3 dots? Angle G has the 3 dots. So what is the angle measure of G? It's in the middle, so this would have to be 50 degrees also. Okay, that is it for the section. Really easy, you guys. I don't think you guys are going to have any questions, but if you do, make sure you guys reach out to me. All right, good luck on your homework.